Hey everybody. Now, I understand this isn't the style of video I normally do, but today is kind of an important day, so I wanted to do something different. Originally, I wanted to do a mashup of two songs that I was going to play acoustically with my own vocals, but I wasn't able to get the proper setup in time, so for this year, this tribute will have to do. Growing up, I was always an MTV kid, watching any kind of videos that I could, listening mainly to Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and the rock bands of the day. However, it wasn't until junior high when I saw the video for Heart Shaped Box that my eyes opened up to a band called Nirvana and a man called Kurt Cobain. His lyrics spoke in a way no other band did. There was no macho bravado to it. Instead, there was a different kind of outlook, a more meaningful message than most of the mainstream music that was out at that time. And it spoke to a generation, and it also spoke to me. I was in junior high at the time, and going through the things that junior high schoolers go through, puberty, social interactions, and such. Nirvana really spoke out to me, having a deeper message than any other music I had experienced at that time. I instantly became a fan, and started engrossing myself in all of their releases, all of the B-sides, all of the past CDs, any book articles I can get through from Circus. I was just engrossed in anything Nirvana. In 1994, I was sitting at my friend's house on his couch watching TV when it happened. The MTV News Bulletin broke, and Kurt Loder let the nation know that Kurt Cobain had died by a self-inflicted gunshot wound. I had only recently gotten into Nirvana for only a few months before it happened, so the news didn't quite hit me as much as my friend who had been listening to him for about 3 years. His world was shook. It affected a lot of people when Kurt left. An entire nation had become despondent with mainstream music, and Nirvana shined a light on the Seattle scene and a different flavor of what you can create. Nirvana's music, and specifically Kurt Cobain's lyrics, sparked a generation of musicians to create their own voice. Sadly, his voice would silence many a musician who lose their spark as well. After the passing of Kurt Cobain, a lot of people that I knew tried to fill that void Nirvana had left. They listened to other bands of the Seattle scene, Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots. However, I gravitated towards a heavier band, Alice in Chains. It was darker, heavier music, which at the time I appreciated. What I appreciated more was a similar outlook of Kurt's, namely Layne Staley's. His lyrics also spoke to me in a way that Stone Temple Pilots or Soundgarden couldn't. Having the same introspective view and vulnerability that I got from listening to Kurt's words, I also got from listening to Layne's. When their third album, the self-titled Alice in Chains, came out, I became a huge fan. Lots of the songs spoke to me at a time when I needed to be spoken to, and a lot of the songs shaped me into the person I am. Sadly, Layne was also not long for this world. In 2002, he died from a heroin overdose, and another musical influence on my life had disappeared. April 5th has become an innocuous day in a lot of people's minds. However, it always rings true to me, because 8 years apart, two iconic music voices were lost. One opened my eyes to the possibilities of what music could be, and one shaped me into the person that I ended up becoming. Their music still plays in a lot of playlists I have today. And while I've grown and moved on to harder and heavier music, more electronic music, Nirvana and Alice in Chains will always hold a special place in my heart, and Kurt Cobain and Layne Staley will also hold a place there, with their vision, their lyrics, their meanings, and the people they were. Kurt Cobain, Layne Staley, we miss you.